Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 1Game1Life. My name is Typo, and we are back for Fallout 3 Part 3. And we just got to Megaton, talked to Lucas, Sims, and Nathan, and otherwise we haven't done much of anything. So we're about to explore the city now. It is August 17th of the year 2277. Just afternoon. Oh yeah, looking forward to all this. Okay, let's see what we got. Hello. Megaton settled.
You're looking to trade, stranger? Check out Craterside Supply.
I see.
Blind with his glory. Every ear.
Jenny?
Now, I know I've never seen you in Megaton before. Well, let me guess. Just passing through, right? We get people trying to settle down here all the time. Anyway, if you're hungry, you came to the right place. What can I get you?
What's on the menu? What can you tell me about Megaton?
Some people hate this place, but I guess that's their right. What the hell do they want out of life? Food, shelter, and safety. Works for me.
What's the word around town?
I ain't heard much, truth be told. I don't really ever leave the lantern. Too much work. Too few hours in the day, you know?
Ooh, I feel that last bit. What's on the menu?
Have a look. Most of it's edible. Some of it even tastes good.
Damn, Jenny, way to sell me on this. She does have 93 caps. Here, have some police batons. Here, make this rad roach meat into something delicious. I'm actually gonna hold on to the scrap metal. Time. Go ahead. Some jumpsuits, maybe? Yeah? You like those? Jumpsuits? Maybe? A security armor? Just one. She's not loaded on caps. Alright, we need to be a little understanding of that. We want this uniform and this jumpsuit still, because they give good lockpick and repair. That's going to come in short supply. Anything here worth 12 caps, or worth 2 caps. Oh, we can give her 4 BBs. There we go. Thank you.
Enjoy.
I have to go now.
Have a good one, stranger.
Shall be
Thanks for the
stricken
money, Jenny.
deaf to hear the thunder of his voice. Let the men,
Oh, Jesus.
women,
Radiation.
and children
You lack the explosive skill needed to interact with the bomb. 25 or higher required.
of the earth
True. We're pretty close to that. We're not quite there, but 17?
come
That's not far off at all.
forth to gather and behold the power of Atom. Who
Professor
have we
Cromwell?
here? Could it be a new addition to our humble little community? Dear child, welcome. Welcome to Megaton. I am Confessor Cromwell, prophet of Atom and father of the undying glow. Please, child, come to the church anytime at all.
We also had a character in Fallout 2 who died named Adam. This place is full of people from Fallout 2 that we named. I could use some directions around town.
In each our own way, we are all lost. Where would you like to be, brother?
Closest clinic, we already know.
Atom.
I guess we should hear how he says it.
Atom can only heal the wounds of the soul. For wounds of the body, you should see Doc Church. His clinic is directly to the north of the church.
Alright, is there a weapons dealer?
It saddens me to think how quickly we resort to violence.
Equipment, nearest general store?
Seek out Moira at Craterside Supply, although the true pilgrim relies on Atom to supply all that he needs.
Sure, Confessor. Talk about something
What
else.
do you wish to discuss?
Tell me about the Church of Adam.
Yes, what would you like to know?
What do you believe?
The Church of the Children of Atom is based on the idea that each single atomic mass in all of creation contains within it an entire universe. When that atomic mass is split, a single universe divides and becomes two, thus signifying the single greatest act of Atom's creation. Occasionally, a divine event occurs, and trillions upon trillions of new universes are created. The last such event took place here 200 years ago. where most of the lost children of Atom see that event as simple war and devastation, we see creation and unification in Atom's glow.
Yikes. Why do you worship the bomb?
Those who were called to Atom during the Great Division were very fortunate. They were permitted to aid in the process of Atom's creation. We seek the same, both in symbol and in fact, and the bomb, as you call it, represents Atom's capacity for creation. We kneel before it and ask that Atom call us to aid him. We pray that out of our meager bodies, he will create new life.
Just love your suicide, don't you? Yeah, something else?
As you wish.
Have you ever traveled outside of Megaton?
In my youth, I traveled quite a bit, but that was a different life. I assume that you are seeking information and advice, yes? The only advice that I can offer is this. You will find no wealth in the wasteland greater than that which you will find within yourself. Bask in Atom's glow, and you will understand.
Interesting. Uh-huh. What can you tell me about Megaton?
Megaton, Atom's sacred village. He has chosen this place for the site of his shrine, and we have been called. Outsiders ask us, why did you build a town around a bomb? To them I say, the bomb brings the promise of division and the gift of the glow. The bomb is us. The bomb is Atom, and thus we are Atom, awaiting the day in which each of us gives birth to 1 trillion new lives.
Wow. What's the news?
News? My friend, I take effort not to be involved in such worldly business. Earthly pursuits distract from Atom. Of course, now that you mentioned it, I've noticed that Moira has hired a mercenary to protect her goods. The man never sleeps, so they say.
I have to go now.
Walk in the glow.
He lives such an empty
What's
life.
happening?
He doesn't even participate in the world. He's too
Yes.
religiously fanatical about Atom. He doesn't even experience life that he has. He just sits there worshiping
Tamper with
something.
that, and you're going to have a problem.
That's a real shame.
To hear the thunder of his voice.
So Mr. Burke's house
The
is very
men,
hard locked.
women, and children of
This
the
doesn't have
earth
a door.
come forth
Right here?
to gather and behold the power of
Clinic? Doc Church?
I'm Doc Church, and I run this clinic. Now, before you go asking me for help, you'd better know the rules. Rule 1, don't bother me. If you do bother me, you better be damn near dead. I'm busy enough taking care of people I actually like. Follow my rule, I'll keep you patched up, I'll keep getting paid, and we'll get along just fine.
What can you tell me about Megaton?
I have to say, of all the rat-infested hellholes that I've lived in, this one is the least hellish.
So this is considered a nice place by our standards. That's good to know. What do you do around here?
I'm the town doc. If it's cut, I sew it up. If it's infected, I cut it off.
What do you know about the people here?
A doctor doesn't talk about his patients. At least not to strangers, he doesn't.
I'm only trying to help, Doc.
Yeah, sorry. I don't think so.
Never mind then.
Right.
I need to buy medical supplies.
Planning on going out and getting shot up, eh?
Not intentionally, but it's a very real possibility. Okay, so pencil, pre-war baseball cap. We don't need those things. Oh, tinted reading glasses. We don't need that either. Security armors. Go ahead and hand off all those but one, I guess. Security helmets. 3 of those, maybe? Would get us to 89. That's 2 extra caps, but that'll work. 500 caps we're at.
You done? Good.
I have to go now.
Try to be careful.
Oh, you got to watch me, make sure I don't take anything? That's smart. Stim packs could last. Looks like he's just gonna stand there. Right away. Stim pack. Stim pack. Stim pack. A holotape. Not stim pack, purified water. Okay. Holotape. Don't mind me, Doc. I'll leave. Holotape. Oh, a birthday poem. Gray walls, impenetrable steel, suffocation, condemnation. Little hands groping in subterranean uncertainty. Mommy? Daddy? Am I dead? Nay, reborn into purifying fluorescence. A face emerges, strong and male. Father to me, father to all, overseeing our lives, our eternities. Harshness of discipline, harshness of love, obedience my savior. Larva to pupa, pupa to worker. Buzz, one with the steel honeycomb. 10 lies within the 101, significant at last. Till gray seeps from walls to hair to soul, that eternal slumber, the sweet sleep of incineration. Yo, Butch's mom is nuts. Overseer's turtle password, password's Amada. Nice.
Hold on, Jonas. I need to record this first. I don't really know how to tell you this. I hope you'll understand, but I know you might be angry. I thought about it for a long time, but in the end, I decided it was best for you not to know. So many things could have gone wrong, and there's really no telling how the Overseer will react when he finds out. It's best if he can blame everything on me. Obviously, you already know that I'm gone. It was something I needed to do. You're an adult now. You're ready to be on your own. Maybe someday things will change and we can see each other again. I can't tell you why I left or where I'm going. I don't want you to follow me. God knows life in the vault isn't perfect, but at least you'll be safe. Just knowing that will be enough to keep me going.
Don't mean to rush you, Doc, but I'd feel better if we got this over with.
Okay, go ahead. Goodbye. I love you.
He doesn't want us following him. Well, we kind of got forced out of the vault, Dad. Huh, maybe we're not in as much
Hold on,
rush
Jonas.
We're not in
Hold
as
on,
much of a
Jonas.
rush to find him as I thought we were. Point Lookout. Greetings from Point Lookout. Straight from the land of warm beaches and luscious wetlands comes the Duchess Gambit, the finest vessel on the East Coast, piloted by Tobar the ferryman. And to the hungry masses of the capital wasteland, he brings the hearty punga fruit, a delicious and nutritious addition to your daily meal. Its tangy taste is the most refreshing meal in the world. Find the punga fruit at your local merchant now, or buy straight from the source at the Duchess Gambit, now docked south of the Citadel. There's a Citadel. Special bonus! Hey adventurers, itching to find Point Lookout's treasures for yourself? Talk with Tobar to book passage back to this land of mystery. Wanted
Hey, Doc.
trustworthy surgeon.
I'm only sharing this with you because you seem like someone we can trust.
Hold up, start over.
Hey, Doc. I'm only sharing this with you because you seem like someone we can trust. Have you heard about the synthetic men they make up north in the Commonwealth? Well, the rumors are true. They're called androids. They're men like us, just made out of different parts. I know one of these androids. He's looking for a trustworthy doctor to perform some facial surgery. Can you do it? Do you know someone who can? Also, do you know anyone who's really a whiz with computers?
Huh. That's weird, but okay. I have a bad tendency to hit escape instead of tab when I'm putting it away. Sorry about that. The Church of the Children of Adam.
Let it serve as a reminder of the division that
I would
has
think this is
occurred
the
in the
Crater's Side
past,
supply. It is
and
Crater's
the
Side.
resplendence of the promise.
Alright, what do we got here? I'm not gonna steal something unless I really need it. We will steal if we think we can make really good use of it, because we are out here to do good, I guess. But we're not just gonna steal everything that isn't nailed down. That's not something we would do. Whiskey? I'd like that whiskey, but I'm not going to jack it. Bottle caps and ammo, though? Yeah. Yep. That's the kind of stuff we're going to steal because we think we can use it. And free war money. It's worth a lot of money without weighing anything. Pistol? Yep. Okay. Rummaging through people's foot lockers, maybe that's not a cool move. But it did get us 3 bottle caps. Alright, what's down here? Bunch of faithful, I guess? Mother Maya?
Hello, sweet child. Hello, I don't believe we've met. I'm Mother Maya, prophet of the atom and embracer of the universal light. Remember, sweet child, that as children of Atom, the fabric of the universe itself is ours to weave. So welcome to Megaton, and peace be with you.
Tell me about the church, Mother Maya.
For those answers, I shall direct you to my husband, Confessor Cromwell.
Oof. He's crazy. What's the word around town?
I'm not one to gossip, but I do know a few things. For instance, did you hear that Lucas wants someone to disarm our bomb? Imagine the blasphemy. I can't believe it. I mean, I don't believe it. He would never do that to us.
Yeah, what a terrible thing that would be.
In each our own.
Oh, I was gonna say that she's gonna say the same stuff her husband said.
Adam's light be with you, sweet child.
Yeah, sure. Oh god, these guys are nuts. Well, I guess we leave. Nice little field trip right there. Let's go up this way. What do we got? Look at this wall. I mean, this wall is not perfect, let me tell you. It's not bad, though. Like, this chunk looks pretty good. Compared to being out in the wasteland, I suppose that wall's not bad at all. What do we got here? The processing plants? Water processing plants. That sounds important. Hey, Walter.
What do you need?
What can I do to help around here?
Well, it's no secret that the old water treatment plant is on its last legs, and I'm the only one in town that can keep the damn thing running. I spend so much time up in the plant that I can't take care of the leaks that keep springing up in the pipes around town. Now, I don't expect much from strangers, but if you've got the know-how, I need someone to hunt down and repair those leaks.
How many leaks are there?
From the pressure in the plant, my guess is that there are 3 of them scattered around town. Check along the pipes and the valves, but they might be a bit tricky to spot.
I'll keep it in mind.
I hope you can help. If folks knew how bad it was getting up here, well, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, so let's tell a stranger. I don't know if we're good enough at repair, to be honest. What can you tell me about Megaton?
What can I tell you about Megaton? Well, that fucking bomb is killing us all slowly. How's that for a piece of information?
What do you do around here?
I take care of the water purification plant. This old rusted hunk keeps us in clean water. For now.
Well, at least they have clean water for now. I mean, that's better than what it sounds like for a lot of people. What's the word around town?
Well, people have been saying that the water purifier's about to go. Honestly, I'll tell you what I tell them. I've been keeping that wreck going for 35 years, and this is the first time I've ever had a problem I couldn't fix.
So it's pretty messed up. I have to go now.
Well, back to work.
Good luck, Walter. Oh, man. Sounds like, we're going to be in short supply of water soon. That's pretty irradiated, actually. A very hard locked desk? Really? Oh, wow. 5mm ammo. That's like minigun ammo. Why does he have that? Also, minigun sounds like something that we'd be kind of excited about using. Bobby pins, cherry bomb. Okay. Bye, Walter. We'll see if we can repair stuff, I guess, but we're not exactly an expert at that. Lucas Sims' house. We'll come back to that one day. but not for a long time, probably. For those of you that know what's in there, we will be going back there once a lot has happened, so that we can make sure we get our strength as good as we can. Okay, this is the crater side supply. There's the guard that never sleeps. Moira Brown.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply, but what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you?
Sure, I've got plenty to say about life in the vault. Where'd you get the vault suit back there?
I'm pretty sure I remember a girl coming into town with that about 10, 12 years ago.
It's a 101
She
suit.
didn't know a thing about the wastes, and I knew she'd get herself hurt without some sort of protection. So I offered to armor her vault suit. Never saw her again. Probably died out there, poor thing. In a way, she gave me the idea to write this book. It's yours, if you help.
Sure, I've got plenty to say about life in the vault.
Great! Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life, or to come outside for the first time, or whatever strikes your fancy.
It was paradise down there. No fear, no worries, no fighting, until Dad left. More or less that was true, compared to what I've seen out here so far. Cramped, dark, and the food sucked good riddance. There's a bit of truth to both of those.
A runaway dad, huh? I've seen plenty of them before, but none with the big 101 on their back. Good luck finding him. Maybe the armored vault suit will help you out there, huh? That'll be good for the book. In fact, want to help me with the research? I can pay you, and it'll be fun.
I don't know. What's this book you're working on?
Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes, right? People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that happens. No, then they just yell a lot at me with mean words.
Alright. I guess I'll help with this survival guide.
All right then. Now I think the first chapter will have to be about surviving day-to-day dangers. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food, the dangers of radiation, and how to avoid and even profit from dangerous landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't
Whoa.
it? Which do you want to do first?
Let's hear more about the landmines, I guess? Getting food doesn't sound so bad. What are you looking for? This all sounds kinda dangerous to Trenton. But landmines, huh? What exact? Getting food doesn't sound so. This sounds like the most safe.
Well, food and medicine. Everyone needs them once in a while, right? So they need a good place to find them. There's an old super-duper mart not far from here. I need to know if a place like that still has any food or medicine left in it.
Okay, I'll check the super duper mart, I guess.
Oh, great! Food is most important, but see if you can get medicine too. And if there's nothing to find, then just come back in one piece, okay?
Alright. What do you know about the android from the common world?
Have you heard the so-called android recording? It sounds like an ordinary man. Here's a spare copy of that old holotape. It's a hoax for sure.
Okay. Tell me more about the holotape, I guess?
I guess they sent those tapes to lots of people, especially people like me who are interested in technology. Boy, I wish androids were real, though.
Try synths in 10 years. Have you thought about disarming the bomb?
Oh, I couldn't do that. It'd be a real blow to those nice folks in the church. Besides, it's not like that bomb ever hurt anyone. Live and let live, right?
Moira, you're nuts. Do you sell any specialty items?
Do I ever? I've got the schematics for something called a rocket launcher. I sell all the components too, so you can make the weapon yourself. Don't worry about ammo. This baby shoots all the junk you might find out there in the wasteland. Ashtrays, teddy bears, you name it.
Interesting.
In fact, if you ever need to make any custom weapons, feel free to use my workbench here in the shop. All you need is the schematics and parts.
Okay. Can I ask you about your work and how my research fits into it?
Sure thing. I'm an open book. What do you want to know?
Why can't you do this yourself? What do you do here?
Why, I'm an inventor, a tinkerer, and a general genius of junk. One person's junk is another's treasure, you know. And traders bring in lots of junk, so I get dibs on anything particularly nifty. Sure, I don't have as much to sell, but it's more fun this way.
She's just living life her own way, huh? Can you repair my equipment?
Unless it's a steaming pile of slag, I'd say yes.
Wow, that's a visual. I don't think we need any of that. Well, let me see what you have for sale, Moira.
Sure thing.
What do you have? A lot of ammo, that's good to know. Good to know for later. Frag mine, true. Just got some dangerous things in here. Leather armor, that looks pretty good for 30 caps. That seems ridiculously cheap. A missile launcher and missiles? What? I don't want to spend my money on that yet, but that's definitely in the considerable, that's going to be considered, no doubt. Go ahead and sell these, sell those, sell this. BBs. Let's sell all but 10, and we'll hold on to 10 for a keepsake from our dad. Hey, she gave us the Armored Vault 101 jumpsuit, and it is pretty good. 12 resistance. Cherry bomb. Darts. Enjoy those, I guess. Nuka-Colas. Here you go. I'm gonna miss you, baby. Love those Nuka-Colas. This purified water can help the man outside, and Trenton's a bit rough, but ultimately he wants to be a good guy, so he'll keep that water for the guy outside. That away could be valuable. Security armor, we can go ahead and sell that now. Security helmets. Alright, and it looks like she's gonna have 9 caps left, because that's about all we have, really, other than this pre-war money. There we go. And there we have it. 746 caps, and maybe one day we start spending that. Time will tell.
Good hunting.
Thanks.
Try not to die.
Right. Yeah, I will. We'll do that for sure. Okay, so that's nice. Average refrigerator. We can't quite open average yet. We have 45 lockpick with the suit with the clothes we can wear. Men's restroom. That's the men's restroom, all right. Nothing really to see there. Moriarty Saloon. This is where we were ultimately trying to get to, I suppose, right?
What's up?
Hey.
A traveler, eh?
Junk. Every day it's
What
the
the?
same damn thing.
I told you, Gob, it ain't the radio. The Enclave station comes in fine. It's Galaxy News. Their signal's been shit lately.
Work.
That's secure
Come on,
for a
work.
reason.
Come on.
Again, I can't believe that there's a Nova right here when that's the character that just died from the ball too. Hello?
Damn.
I don't recognize you. New in town or something?
Sure am. Stopped in to find something to do, I guess?
I hope by something to do you mean a job. Otherwise, you want to talk with Nova.
Whoa.
I'm looking for someone to make a delivery. Interested?
Sure, why not?
Great. I'd like you to deliver this message to my family in the Arafu settlement. I haven't heard from them in months, and I'm worried. As soon as you get there, talk to Davis West. He'll be glad to pay you for the
I
trip.
was just about to ask about the pay. Can you give me some information about it?
Sure. Be glad to, since you're doing me a big favor and all.
Where is Arafu?
Arafu is northwest of Megaton, on an old overpass over the Potomac. If you follow what's left of the river, you can't miss it.
Do you suspect your family's in danger?
No, not really. Maybe my letters just aren't arriving. Whatever you can do to get it there would sure be appreciated.
Who else lives in Arafu?
Well, let's see. There's Evan King. He's like the sheriff of the town or whatever. Then there's my family, the Ewer family, and a lady who lives alone named Karen Shenzi.
Anything dangerous around there I should know about?
What? Apart from the wasteland critters, labor raiding parties, raider hit squads, and occasional landmine? No, it's completely safe.
Oh, Jesus.
If this was easy, I'd go myself, you know.
Okay, the wasteland is sounding more and more dangerous to Trenton. I mean, he was only out in the wasteland for, what? An in-game 5 minutes going from the vault to Megaton almost directly. He didn't run into anything terrible at that point other than some dead giant ants, but sounding sketchier and sketchier with every moment. Let me ask you about something else.
Okay.
I guess I have to go now.
Hey, thanks again for doing this for me. It means a lot.
Right. Uh-huh.
Why?
Give it up.
My. Just when I had all but given up hope. My dear boy, I'm very happy to make your acquaintance. I am Mr. Burke. And you, well, you are not a resident of this putrescent cesspool. That makes you a rather valuable individual.
It does it?
Don't you see? You're a free agent. You have no ties here, no interest in this settlement's affairs. Megaton means nothing to you. I represent certain interests who view this town, this Megaton, as a blight on a burgeoning urban landscape. If this settlement were to go away, why, who would really care? Certainly not you or I.
You're gonna destroy the town.
No. I'm merely a recruiter. You get to have the real fun. The undetonated atomic bomb for which this town is named is still very much alive. All it needs is a little motivation. I have in my possession a fusion pulse charge. Once rigged to the bomb, it will be detonated by you at a secure location. Easy money, my friend.
You're out of your mind, Burke. There's no way I'm helping you. Blow up a town full of people that seem to be innocent? There's no way.
Now that is a disappointment. Well, if you change your mind, the offer still stands. Good day.
Burke. Yeah, what the hell do you want? Gob.
Good to
Should
see
I
you.
kick him out? That's pretty gross.
Back again? Perhaps you've reconsidered my offer.
Megaton is under my protection. You're going to leave now.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize Megaton had any guardian beyond its intrepid sheriff. Very well, then. I'll take my leave, as you suggested.
Get out of here, Mr.
Got
Burke.
something on your mind?
You're a sick man.
Hey there. Glad you're back.
Nova?
Don't. What do you need?
Looking for my father, middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him?
Yeah, I remember that man. I saw him talking to Moriarty. It's hard to forget handsome men like that.
Look, sweetie, I'd love to spend time with you, but I need to find my dad.
I'd love to spend time with you, too. Look, I can help you. Get into the back office of this place. Moriarty keeps a terminal there. Everything you want is inside the terminal. Here's the password to it. Too bad you're so young, kid. I could teach you some stuff you'd never forget.
I'm 19. I don't know about ghouls yet. How much for a room?
Well, for you, a room and some company will run you 120 caps. Up front.
No thanks.
Okay, then.
Well, I wasn't looking for company with it. What's it take to hire you? Maybe later when we're better off and not in whatever situation we're in. What were you saying about radio stations?
Huh? Oh, you mean why was Gob banging on that radio? Well, out there in the wastes, there are 2 stations that broadcast. There's the Enclave station. I don't know who they are, but I think it might just be some pre-war broadcast on a loop or something. And there's Galaxy News Radio. It's run by a guy named Three Dog, somewhere down in D.C., but the signal went down a while ago.
What's all this about Galaxy News Radio?
You serious? Oh, you must have come from that vault, right. It's the only free radio station left in the wasteland. The guy who runs it, Three Dog, he's like the only person who seems to give a shit. He keeps talking about fighting the good fight or something. Better than the crap on the other station.
I have to go now.
Take care of yourself, hun.
Thanks for the help, Nova. Much appreciated.
What's shaking?
Okay, Billy, I want to talk, but what
Welcome.
is this?
Hey, Smoothskin. You need something? A drink, maybe? Anything? Anything at all?
God, fuck, what are you? Oh my god. Listen, okay. We've had a time to collect ourselves. Jesus. Let me think about it for a moment, my good man.
Wait, you're not gonna hit me? Yell at me? Not even berate me a little bit?
Again, I don't know what a ghoul is, so I can't even say that. Hadn't planned on it.
Well now, that's a surprise. I'm used to every asshole smooth skin in this town giving me shit just 'cause I look like a corpse. I'm glad to see that there are a few worthwhile people around here. Listen, Moriarty'd have my head if he caught me selling at a discount. But for you, I'll risk it.
Thanks, Gob. I'm looking for my father, middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him?
Oh yeah, I do remember a guy like that. Honestly, I usually keep my head down. I tend to get smacked around if I look customers in the eyes. But talk to Moriarty, he'll know more.
Dude, he's got it rough. Looks like that Andy's treated poorly. God, please, if you know anything about my father, you need to tell me that.
Sorry, Smoothskin. I can't take the risk. Moriarty will beat the shit out of me for even talking to you.
That's fine.
Got a problem?
Billy?
Well, hot damn! Someone new. Always a pleasure. Name's
cool.
Billy Creel. You call me Billy, all right? I know Megaton looks more like a boneyard than a town, but it ain't all bad. Take me and Maggie, for instance. We make do just fine. I trade the stuff I scavenge, and she helps keep me on the straight and narrow.
I'm sorry, who's Maggie?
Oh, sorry. I guess I got ahead of myself, huh? Maggie's 9. Sweetest little girl you'd ever care to meet. We take care of each other. I ain't never had a daughter, but if I did, I'd want her to be Maggie. I took her in when her parents got killed by raiders. That was 2 years ago. It was a pretty bad scene. Small settlement up north. I'd stopped in to trade some salvage, and the whole place had been wiped out. I found Maggie hiding under a bed in the same room where her parents had been butchered. We've been together ever since.
Damn. Know anything about the area outside Megaton?
All I know is that I spent too much time out there, and beyond that, I ain't gonna talk about it.
What can you tell me about Megaton?
Megaton is the best little town you'll find in the capital wasteland. Don't let anyone tell you different. Strong walls, strong people, and strong booze. We've got everything you need to make a life these days.
What do you do around here?
Me? I deal with the caravan suppliers. I used to ride with those guys, so they cut me some good deals. Helps keep the town supplied. But more importantly, I take care of Maggie. Of course, she's getting a little old to have Billy looking over her shoulder all the time.
Yeah, a whopping 9 years old. So old. Not even old enough to work in a vault, and they really like to put you to work down there. What's the word around town?
People have been saying that there's something wrong with the water purifier. But old Walter's been keeping that thing running for decades. I'm not worried. No reason it'd pick now to go down for good. Would it?
We think that. I have to go now.
Catch you later.
We have been in this city for 3.5 hours.
Looking
You want something, or are you just looking to get your ass beat?
Hey there.
Colin Moriarty, at your service. Welcome to Moriarty's. My saloon, my home, my slice of heaven in this backwoods little burg. If you've got the caps, I've got your pleasure. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Your troubles are a thing of the past.
Looking for my father, a middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him?
My God, it's you. The little baby boy all grown up. Persistent little bastard, ain't you? Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid. Oh, your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct?
Listen. My father and I were born in Vault 101.
Is that what your father told you? That you were born in that hole? That he was born there as well? Oh, the lies we tell to those we love. Your father brought you to the vault right after you were born. To keep you safe, you see. I remember it well, you stayed in my saloon after all. That's right. Your father, his Brotherhood of Steel friend, and you, the suckling babe with nary a tit to suckle. Sorry about your mom, truly. But life goes on. Daddy lied. Life's full of little disappointments. And now you're all grown up and wondering where he's gone to.
My dad told me we were born in Vault 101.
Ah, I see. You know, I heard about the brainwashing that goes on down there. From some other fella, escaped. 5 years back. All hail the overseer. We're born in the vault, we die in the vault, and all that other assorted lunacy. Kid, you've got better programming than our own Deputy Weld. You'd best wise up quick. Wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of you, hmm?
It sounds like a lot of people have left. No. Look, I just want to find my dad. Do you know where he is? Let's cut to the chase. Look, I just want to find my dad. Do you know where he is?
You seem like a nice kid, so I'm going to be straight with you. Your dad was here, and now he's not. And yes, I know where he went. But what you're asking me for is information, and information is a commodity. Let's say 100 cops, and Daddy's location is yours. Very reasonable.
No thanks, I'll find out on my own. Nova already gave me a lead.
Will you? Well, good luck with that. So far as I know, I'm the only one your dad told where he was going. So, when you change your mind, come see me. I'm usually at the saloon. 100 cops. Daddy wouldn't think twice if it were you out there.
Oh, you mother... Oh, that last comment? That last comment? Oh, you're lucky Trenton can't get caught here.
Hey, Pearl, what do you need?
Where'd you come from?
A place called Underworld. It's a ghoul city down in D.C. I set off up here to find adventure and fortune. And, well, I found this place. I'm sort of stuck here. Colin says that I can't leave until I pay off my debt to him. Of course, he charges me room and board, too. If you ever get to Underworld, tell Carol that I said hi.
Okay, from the context clues, I guess we can assume Gob is a ghoul. What's all this about Galaxy News Radio?
Mr. Moriarty says we can keep it on. It's a good radio station. I like hearing the DJ, Three Dog, and how he's helping to fight the good fight. If only I was a part of that, instead of being stuck in this dive.
How about a drink?
Anything for you, friend.
Well, let's see. Here's a security helmet. And a jumpsuit, I guess. We don't need that anymore. Some pre-war money. BB gun would get us to perfectly 62, but again, we should hang on to that for sentimental sake. I guess this is it. Someone holding on to ammo that I might actually use in the future. Alright, thanks, Gob. Much appreciated.
See you soon, drunkie.
Goodbye.
Come back soon.
Terminal in the back, huh?
Don't even think of breaking into that.
Information I got, but it'll cost you.
A very easy cabinet, huh? Go ahead and give this a look here. I know how lockpicking works. It's the same in almost every Bethesda game. This password... Sure. Sorry, Moriarty, I gotta use that terminal here. Logging in. Residence. Jericho, what do we got? Jericho's been a bad boy. I heard all about him and Jenny Stahl, trying to slip her some of the old gun barrel while she's yelling no. He's lucky the gun didn't go off, or that would have given the Stahl clan something to crap their pants about. He thinks he's king of the hill, walking around Megaton like he does all high and mighty. Tries to pull that shit with me, and the Jenny incident goes public. Huh. That's, sounded like a rape. Leo Stahl. Never trust a junkie. That's what I've learned trying to deal with this piece of work. He wanders in here higher than a bird in flight and tries to make it with Nova. She slapped him silly after he didn't want to pay, the good girl. I almost kicked him out myself, but he staggered out of here. That guy may just be the straw I need to break Andy's back. This guy's a real piece of work. Opening a fucking bar in my town? What a jackass. I swear he's up to something. I'm gonna have to think of a way to reduce his business a little. For now, at least I still got my secret weapon. Nova. Best refreshment in town. Damn. Billy Creel. That Nuka-Cola swilling prick parading his little daughter Maggie around for all to see like a proud father. Yeah, right. Found her wandering the wasteland my left ass cheek. I bet old Billy fed Maggie's parents that buckshot sandwich himself and added the little girl to his trophy collection to that shithole he calls a home. Better keep my eye on him. God damn, Moriarty. Doc Church. Church thinks he's such a freaking badass. Everybody runs to him if they get a damn wood splinter, and he just laps up their cabs like a drunk downing alcohol. If people only knew he used to be a medic for the slavers at Paradise Falls, they'd run his sorry ass right out of town. But I think I'll keep that little nugget tucked away for later use. Slavers at Paradise Falls? That sounds concerning. Visitors, Mr. Burke. This guy's a Class A weirdo. One day I'm wiping down the bar and the fucker comes from out of nowhere. I didn't even hear the door open. He tells me he's here to wait for some sort of an opportunist to come through. Whatever. As long as he pays for his drinks, he can stay here until that damn bomb explodes in the center of town for all I care. Oh, yeah. Motivational phrase of the month. When the chips are down, it means the Brahmin is empty. James, Vault 101. So out of nowhere, James came back to Megaton. Since he stayed here before he could ask me where the hell he could get a lay of the land and find out what's going on in the world. I told him about Galaxy News Radio and the ruins of DC and that guy 3-Dog. Then like that, he was gone again. I remember the first time he showed up almost 20 years ago. I never expected someone to actually want to or be able to get into a vault, but he must have had his reasons. He had his kid with him. Some baby that wouldn't shut the fuck up. Normally I would have kicked someone like that out of my place, but he had a way with words. We did not get that from my dad. Then, like that, he ducks into Vault 101 and he's gone for almost 20 years. Nice guy, I guess, but never spends enough caps. Tabs. Jericho, 32 caps, deadbeat bastard. Doc Church 14, Nathan 8, Stockholm 8. 8 caps is like one drink. I've seen the price. I've seen the menu. You didn't see that, Colin. Bye, Colin. I'm out. Alright. So Dad seems to have gone to Washington, D.C., which we just learned was a death trap, a war battle zone. So, Trent needs to consider that. We never went upstairs. Do we...
Yes, that's locked. And yes, I can see you eyeing it.
Sorry, Lucy, I didn't know it was locked. Awkward. Oh, jeez.
Yes?
That was an easy lock you just opened for me. A hard cabinet? Nope, we don't got that. That's not in the toolkit. Okay, well, alright. So, if Dad's in the DC cap in the... what the...
Dad says not to talk to strangers.
Yo, it's the sheriff's kid.
What's up?
I don't remember this guy at all. Oh, what? That's probably why he doesn't say much.
Dad usually doesn't like when I talk to strangers.
Okay. Billy Creel's house. Let me just give that a look. doubt it, but you never know. Get those different bullets. Doesn't look like anyone else is here. Filing cabinet. Three more money. Yeah. 32 caliber. Yeah, we got a little bit of kleptomania from our dad. Oh well. Guardians of Gillifron. Damaged garden note. Okay. What is this note about? Oh, a request.
If you're
for help.
listening to this recording, it is because you're believed to be trustworthy. I hope that is...
Moriarty's password. Terminals, lots of caps. Info on Dad. So out of nowhere, yeah, we read this. Guardians of Gillifron. Whatever shall we do, Mr. Wallingsworth? Molly asked. Mother will be home shortly, and I've yet to clean my room. Heavens me, heavens me, don't fret, Molly golly. We'll enlist a little help, that's all, Mr. Wallingsworth. Then waddled his little teddy bear body into the center of the room and called out in a voice both sweet and strong to those lying dormant on shelves in the toy box under the bed. Come now, you lot. Molly golly needs our help, and as we're her guardians, that means we all get cracking. Come on now, shake off those dust bunnies and hop too. There then rose a rustle and rumble from all corners of the room as rocking horse and railway car, bookend and baby doll, toy and game alike all blossomed into impossible life. Mr. Wallingsworth, but I never knew. I thought it was just you. Oh, this is just wonderful, Molly exclaimed. Wonderful? Bah! I was having a nice nap and a nice dream. Now you've gone and woken me up. And for what? Manual labor. That wasn't in the job description, Wallingsworth. This small, squeaky voice of dissent belonged to one Mousy McGuire, Molly's favorite stuffed animal, and one of the few companions granted the right to sleep on her bed. Oh, Mousy, you're alive! Molly ran to her bed and embraced the nonplussed plushie, squishing his body in a nearly stuffing, bursting bear hug. Ah! Oh, all right, enough! You're crushing me! Molly released her hold and dropped Mousy back on the bed, feeling at once excited and immensely disappointed that her favorite stuffed toy had just come to life and seemed to be a complete cretin. Now you listen here, McGuire, Wallingsworth said. Being guardians of dear Miss Molly Golly means we protect her in any way we can, even if that means unclogging the potty or taking out the trash or, yes, tidying up her room. When the crawly creeps come, oh, and they will come, you'll get to do what was in your job description, you mark my words. Oh, wow. What? Some dark stuff they're reading right there. Okay, sure. Back out. Nobody saw me good. Oh, nobody saw me good. Who's this?
Ah, look. Another one of you wasteland assholes. Look here, asshole. I don't like you. Stay clear of me and we'll have no trouble.
You don't look like you belong here. What's your story?
There ain't much to tell. I used to live out in the wastes. Was a real bastard back then. But I've put all that behind me.
You ever considered getting back out there?
What? Back out where?
Out in the waste, man. You must be bored to tears in this town.
I left all that behind me. There's nothing but bullshit out there. Killing, stealing, violence. I'm not that guy anymore.
You're right, that sounds terrible.
Nah. Yeah, you're right. Stupid idea anyway.
What do you know about the wasteland?
None of your fucking business.
Oh, good. You're a nice guy. I missed something? What's your problem with me?
Heh, yeah, right. I don't think so.
Never mind.
You're goddamn right, never mind.
What do you do around here, Jericho?
Me? I don't do a damn thing. Well, unless you count staying pissed drunk and making Moriarty rich or something. Sure, I'm the best shot in town with the rifle, so everyone comes running to old Jericho when the raiders show up. But between raids, they're content to take my money and drag me home when I've had too much.
Sounds like a nice guy here. What's the word around town?
A little drinking money might loosen my lips a bit. Give it a try. See what happens.
No, I don't think so.
Your call, kid.
I have to go now.
Come back if you need something.
Yeah, okay. Nice guy, but not really. Maggie!
Hi, I'm Maggie. I live with Billy Creel. Do you know him? He's not my dad or anything, but he takes care of me now. Anyway, I should go. Bye.
Who takes care of you?
Billy does. Have you met Billy? Billy Creel? A long time ago, he saved me from raiders.
2 years ago.
Killed my real parents. But Billy showed up before they got me. And now he's like my daddy. Sort of.
What do you think of Megaton?
It's okay, I guess. I used to live way far away when I was little, before Billy found me.
Who else is around town?
I don't talk to most of them. Billy says that I have to be careful, even when people seem nice. And I'm especially not allowed to talk to Mr. Jericho. I usually play with Hardin most days, when his dad isn't taking him out to learn to shoot or something. Billy says that he's going to teach me to shoot one day, too.
Cool. I have to go now.
Bye, mister.
Kids are so innocent. Manya?
Well, hey there, stranger. I'm Manya. The old coot wandering around here is my husband, Nathan.
Oh.
If there's anything we can help you with, ask me. Don't ask Nathan. He'll just blabber at you about the damned enclave all day.
True. Some questions about the town's history.
I can tell you just about anything you want to know, honey. Megaton's history ain't no secret.
What's this place made of?
Long ago, before the war, there used to be machines. They were like buses, but they flew through the sky, taking people anywhere they wanted to go. You didn't have to walk. You just went to the air station, bought a ticket, and took to the skies. Anywhere in the world, you just up and flew there. When the war happened, the machines started dropping from the sky. Everyone around here thinks that the bomb made the crater, but it didn't. The crater provided good cover from the dust storms, and when my daddy and the rest of the town decided to build the walls, they used what they had.
Fair enough. So why didn't they move the bomb?
Some of us wanted to, but the Church of Adam was just getting its start then. We needed their help to build the walls and clear the wreckage. If we'd have tried to move the bomb, they would have refused to help. Besides, a lot of people just wanted to leave it alone. It didn't seem to be hurting anything, and who knows what would happen if we messed with it.
A lot of parts here for just one machine.
Good eye. You're right, honey. There are. There was an air station a couple of miles from here. It had been stripped of everything except the planes.
You just called them planes.
My daddy got a bunch of people together to go out there, break apart the machines, and drag back what we could use. It took him a couple of months.
Damn.
You can't even tell where the air station was anymore. The wasteland just took it back.
Damn. Why build the walls out of some old flying machine?
It's a hell of a lot easier than trying to find enough parts to build walls and houses from nothing. The scrap was there, why not use it?
True.
Besides, it's sturdy. It keeps the raiders and the dust storms out. Not all of us had the luck to be born in a vault, you know.
How does it keep dust storms out? There's huge holes in it. Another question.
Sure thing, hon.
How did the town start?
Well, originally, it started as a hole in the ground. My pappy talked about how his father and the original settlers just hid in this crater. It was enough to keep them safe from the dust storms. When things cooled down and people started wandering into the wastes, some stayed behind. The wanderers started coming back here to trade their stuff. By the time my pappy was born, the town was a full-on trading center. Pappy got rich on the caravan routes and eventually convinced the others to build the walls to hold off the raiders.
So this place is about 100 years in the making. Why did they build the walls?
Well, the raiders, for one. Once the town got big enough, they'd wait until the traders and their guards were away. They'd come in and clean us out. Now, the super mutants, they were a whole other breed of problem. They'd kill us if they had to, but mostly they tried to drag people away, alive. So, eventually, my father did something about it. Him and a few others organized the traders and the citizens and built the walls. So we're pretty safe now. Still, I wish those Brotherhood of Steel fellers hadn't hit on such hard times. They really helped keep the wolves at bay.
Okay, hold up. What is a super mutant? Trenton has no idea what that is. So it was just a collection of traders in the beginning?
Not at first. It was a collection of people trying to get into the vault, people worshipping the bomb, and a few other refugees. Then the traders came. Now the caravans take care of most of the trading, but before they were set up, it was all Megaton. I worked on the caravans with my father for a while. That's how I met that worthless bag of liver spots I call a husband.
She's really nice to him. So anyone can live in Megaton?
No, space is limited these days. You see all of these people wandering around here? They live up in the common house and aren't really citizens. Most people around here keep one eye open around strangers, but me, I can spot a raider spy at 100 meters. I'm not worried about it at all. But if
Very
having
confident.
meetings and pretending to vote on things makes the others feel safer, so be it.
There you go. That's enough of the history lesson.
If you say so, honey.
How did you get here?
I was born here, actually.
Damn.
Just like my pappy. Oh, for a while I helped him scavenge and then later on his caravan. But traipsing around the wasteland is work for young people. After I met Nathan, I just wanted to stop moving around so much.
Fair.
We've been here ever since. Of course, I can't say that it's been good for Nathan's sanity.
She has so much to say. Where did everyone else come from?
Oh, they come from all over. All over. You name it. The Stahl family grew up out east somewhere. Lucy's from some little settlement to the north. Billy doesn't really talk about where he's from. Doc Church used to live in Rivet City. Jericho, well, let's just say that men can change. I hope.
True. Who's in charge around here?
Well, technically, no one. But you can't put two people in a room together without one of them trying to govern the other. But it depends on who you ask. Lucas Sims appointed himself the sheriff. He throws anyone out who causes too much trouble. But Colin Moriarty runs just about everything else. Not much happens here that he doesn't know about or plan.
Tell me about Colin Moriarty.
That man is the scum of the earth.
True.
He keeps the drunks around here soaking in liquor. And that poor Nova, that girl deserves better. And don't even get me started on how he treats Gob. Just because the boy looks dead doesn't mean that he should be treated like that. That man has his fingers in everything around here. Just watch what you say about him. It'll always get back.
Tell me about Lucas.
That man tries to bring law to this place. Lost cause, if you ask me. But I respect his trying. He does seem to keep people in line, though. Other than that weird cowboy thing of his, I don't have much to complain about.
Okay, I think I get the picture.
All right, then. Anything else you wanted to know?
That's it. You've already been taking up like 10 minutes of all of our time. I don't want to talk about Megaton anymore.
Well, you come on back anytime you want to hear more.
Thank you. What's the word around town?
There's only one thing that concerns me in this town these days. What my damn fool husband is doing. He wanders around here all day and all night, preaching about the Enclave and trying to get parts for his guns. I'm not sure who's the bigger fool, him or me. After all, I married him.
Nice. I have to go now.
Send Nathan home if you see him.
Can do, Manya. Do it again.
For a reason.
I don't need to go in the women's restroom. What is this? The common house? Okay. Oh, hey, a leak. Look, a leak. Pipe joint. The pipe appears to be damaged, but the source of the leak isn't immediately clear. It will take a master plumber to fix it. 30 repairs, master plumber? Well, we are not a master plumber. Like I said, I guess we're not going to be able to do it. The common house, huh? So these are where all the non-citizens stay. And I guess these are just for everybody, because they don't technically belong to anyone. Very interesting. Huh. Okay, well, let's head out then. I know this part's getting pretty long, but I wanted to do all of Megaton in one go, because then next time we can just go straight to something else. I guess I'm not going to sneak in their house if she's just sitting in it right now. God, who am I kidding? I'll give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? What time is it? It's 5:22. Sneaky. That's a tiny little house they have, huh? Take those darts. Where is she? What? What kind of magic trick is she pulling? I saw her go in here. Hello? I'm not seeing any of these guns she was talking about either. Holotape. Okay, extreme measures.
The android's decided on extreme measures. He knows all the techniques of the retrieval trade, and is afraid facial reconstruction isn't enough. He wants his memories erased and replaced with new ones. I don't know how that's gonna work. Start asking around for trustworthy tech heads. We need to find something called a circuit neuralizer, and a person who knows how to use one. Also, we have a lipoplasticator and microdermal graptolizer. Now we need to find a doctor able and willing to perform the facial reconstruction. We need to hurry. They've come very close to discovering the railroad.
That's a lot of the railroad. Oh, man. There's so much setup for Fallout 4 in this game. I had no idea. I was definitely way too young when I first played this to get it all. 2008, I think this game came out. I was 15, 16. I played the DLC when they came out too, so somewhere between 15 and 17 I played this game, and I just didn't get the same understanding of it that I did when I was still in high school. Alright, Jericho deserves this. What has he got? A lot of empty whiskey bottles. Okay. Vodka and whiskey are both worth good money. We're just helping him out with his problem, that's all. Alright. Pretty small place, not much going on. See ya. Alright. Door to empty house. True. Okay, and I think that's all of Megaton. We've made it all the way around. We've seen every place. Another leak. Maybe this one. Pipe appears to be damaged, but the source of the leak isn't immediately clear. Take a master plumber to fix it. 30 or higher. We do not have. Alright. There's the other one right up there. But we probably can't fix that one either. I'm not even going to bother. So that was Megaton. Next time we will leave. And we've got a couple things we can do. We can find Galaxy News Radio for Dad. We can deliver Lucy's message. We can do the survival guide and find some food and medicine in the Super Duper Mart. There's apparently something about an android. Disarm the bomb if our explosives gets better. And then these are all DLC things that I'm going to look up. So we just heard how the Capital Wasteland is a battle zone. Maybe we don't head directly there. Trenton does like living. So maybe we don't go straight to that. Maybe we'll deliver Lucy's message and go to the Super Duper Mart for food and medicine. Those sound like helpful things to do, right? And if we can find food and medicine, then we'll have a much easier time surviving out here. And in the meantime, we can get a better lay of the land, some more experience, maybe better gear to defend ourselves with than a baseball bat. We do have good armor now, though, so let's go ahead and put that on. Thank you. Yeah, because this is probably not going to do it for us. But this is where we'll leave this off. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you really liked it, consider subscribing. If not, no hard feelings. Thank you so much for watching so far. I know that this was a ton of dialogue, but next time we're getting to the good stuff. If the action is more your fancy. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time.